So today what I'm doing, I'm building a bed platform. So this is going to be one of the sides. It's for a queen size bed. So the overall dimensions are when that happens, top gets all gummed up. I was just using this too. There we go. I'm just going to do a thin line of glue down here. As I was saying, it's a queen size bed, so the dimensions of the platform are going to be 80 by 60, roughly. Actually, I'm making it 81 because I cut the sides at 78 and they go on the inside, and the ends will go on the outside. So the piece I'm putting on now is to hold the bed slats. So I'm just going to clamp that on for a hot minute. It doesn't move around on me. And then I'm going to run in some screws. So for this bed, I think I'm down to like about $145 for materials, screws included. And when you look at places like Slumberland, Mattress King, Ashley Home Furniture, you can't walk away for anything under $1,000. And this will be custom. And I'm just making it out of dimensional lumber because I run that way. Okay. Stretch it hold from there. Hang them that way. Throw one more on the end here. Just because. All right. for the leggies. Oh, no leggies. Leggies. That side. One on that side. Close the glue to keep that from drying up again. Baby. This side anyway. It's not going to come up too much. Right. There we go. I got another side like this to do, but basically this is going to be the side of the bed. It's going to sit like that. Slats are going to sit on here, and it's going to be a platform that the mattress rests on top. All right, so for drilling a hole, you see here I've got 2 holes that are pilot holes for the ends on this bed project that I'm working on. And to get them all uniform, I took a block of wood, I scribed a line on it, and that's going to help me hold the drill more or less vertical. And line up everything where it's supposed to be, so I get a uniformity in my holes. And that's just going to give me a start. Then I can flip it on this side. The edges are aligned. Put the drill where I want it. And this is off the width of that, so I know that when this is butting up against this, it's going to hit the center. And I just have to finish the hose. Like so. But that's a simple way to get uniform straight holes when you're out in the field and you don't have a drill press and you don't want to mess around with stuff. So now I've got a rasp, and these are what I call the toe bangers, which are the legs for the platform. And you can see I cut an angle back, and I'm going to round that out by using a rasp, and then the back end of the even that out a little bit. Put a nice round edge there. Then I'll do the same on the bottom. Gives it a nice softer edge. I can blend this in a little bit. Nice round edges, so when I do stub my toe, it's not as painful. Okay, I got all of the roughing done. Next step is going to be sanding. And since this is going to be on the inside of the leg, I'm not going to sand it off. So it'll carry the Made in USA stamp, because it was. Well, I'm done with my sanding. Putting on the vinyl gloves, and I got me a light colored wood stain. It's kind of a reddish yellow that kind of matches the woodwork in the house. I've been using it for touch-up work, but that's what we're going to throw on this. And I'm doing it with a brush, as you can see. And I'm starting on the back side. It's just a little easier. Because it's liquid, it's going to raise the grain. Gonna go along. Then coat of steam. I like these boar bristle brushes because they're cheap and they do a good job. And they're disposable because they're cheap. And they're natural fiber, not a synthetic. And you don't waste a lot of material getting them all loaded up like you do with the synthetic brushes. Sometimes it's fine to have a big load like that, like when you're painting a wall. But if you're doing stain or varnish, you don't necessarily want to load up. Backside. Look this side. Got good color to it, I think. All the rest of my bedroom furniture is a light wood tone. What some people call wand. And that's the other reason I haven't done the floor in this room. Because I'm going to continue using this room as a work room. So once I get done with all these side projects or whatever, then I'll finish the floor in here. But until then, it's my winter shop. And I've got a few more projects. 2 more that actually involve this room itself, and then there's also the stair railing and trim out in the hallway that I will get done before finishing off this room. So yeah, it's nice to have a place inside to work. In the summer, I'll have a shop out in the garage. I already picked up a table saw, which I've used to rip some materials. Okay. I can do the edges on this. I'm not going to varnish the edges on this. The coloring is alright, because if there's a gap, it will appear darker. But those edges are going to be sealed, aren't going to be sealed. The edges on the ends will. Now that I got everything covered, I'm going to take a rag, rip off the excess. Any excess is just going to mess with the varnish. It's not going to permeate the wood. This also helps even out the coat. Make sure I got areas I didn't get before. On this bottom. I suppose I can go in there. I get to rinse and repeat that 3 more times. Okay, so there we go. First coat of stain on everything. I'm just about to start varnishing. But I wanted to give you a little update there. After the first staining, I did put a lacquer coat on everything, and it looked like this. This is after sanding, so you can see some white spots in there. I've gone over it again, this time with a darker walnut stain, and I've scuffed it up a little bit because I wanted some antiquing. So you can see the effect that that's having, especially around there where I used even harder abrasive because I wanted it to look aged for the farmhouse quality. Yeah, so everything's going according to plan. And yeah, and there we are with the second coat of shellac on it. Just look at that nice sheen on that. And the antiquing on the edges there. See how that came out? Perfect. Okay, got the bed all together. Now to see if the center brace fits, because I cut that when I cut the sides. It should fit like a glove. How about that? Now I just have to cut the slats to go across. So I'm going to start doing that right now. Turn on my dust collector. Now I just have to rinse and repeat. Gotta do that 10 times. And there we are. Manufacturing completed. You can see those are the end bolts that I used to hold everything together. And then we got the bed slats. And the reason you have gaps in there is to allow airflow underneath the mattress and keep it from holding in moisture and all other kinds of nasty stuff. After all, this is not a water bed. So yeah, there's the finished product. Sweet. And there we are, complete.